Hello and welcome back to 1 to the First Power. My name is Alex and today we are going to continue our France campaign in Europa Universalis 4. Our last episode was a resounding success. We conquered a large portion of the British Isles. However, we do seem to be faced with some aggressive expansion, and we should probably lay low for the present time. Alright, so... well, here we go. The military coalition has disbanded. Let's take a look at the aggressive expansion numbers. 20 with Castile. 23 with Austria. Let's choose some Holy Roman princes here. Cologne, 35. The Palatinate, 24. Würzburg, 23. Let's go with Trier. 24. Okay, I think we could afford to hold off for a few years. We should probably well integrate these regions here. Of course, the rest of the British Isles is just an easy cleanup from here on out. Aggressive expansion with England, of course, is in the triple digits. We did, of course, expand over them. But they have very weak alliances, and as soon as this truce runs out in 10 years... we will come knocking again, of course. So let's look at what else we can do apart from conquests and conflicts. Of course, across the ocean here is a whole new world, ripe for colonization. And if not colonization, certainly more conflicts. It seems like the English have been colonizing here, the Portuguese in the Caribbean, the Spanish here. We can try to get a footing in Mexico. Certainly, certainly. We're also annexing 2 Italian OPMs at this time. Interesting to keep that in mind. Let's lift the mothball here. We do seem to have some loans, but we can repay them. We have 22 ducats. And as soon as... no, it seems like our rooting out of corruption... we can just bring that down a bit. Alright, let's go ahead and wait for this fleet to rise. And then we can ferry over some troops and take a look at that American colonization. Let's actually just go ahead and explore for now. Discover North America is a French mission that we could look into. Alright, here comes our navy. We can lose some diplomatic power, some prestige. I'm obviously going to go for the diplomatic power. Our prestige is very high. Our power projection is very high. Good things overall. Let's keep looking around here. Alright. Mosquito. No allies whatsoever. I'm going to go ahead and build a spy network there. What else do we have here? Choctamal. They seem to have 2 allies. Chorty seems to have 2 as well. Well, we found a little nation here that does not have any allies, so that seems to be optimal for the time being. Of course, we can overpower any allies they do have. We have a colonial nation right on the Mexican doorstep as well, who can, of course, help us out. Let's just keep looking around the Gulf here. Let's see what we can find. Here's America. I don't think that counts as discovering North America, however. So let's go around Florida. And let's keep looking. It seems like we're going to lose out on some trade money. Quite unfortunate. And it seems like Castile has gone in and taken Bermuda. It just makes me absolutely angry to see these other nations doing so well. That should be us. I mean, I was the one to discover Bermuda. And here the Castilians come. Certainly they are our rivals for no reason apart from that they are prominent when it comes to colonization. Let's see. Additional prestige. Or we can go for... Let's go for the prestige. Simply because we could go to our stability and boost that as well. I do believe that should give us an expansion, an achievement, no? I could have sworn that did give us an achievement. Ah, there we go. Brilliant. We're a very stable, powerful nation indeed. Let's keep looking around up here. I would have assumed that this would have counted as discovering... it seems like we're taking some attrition. Let's go dock in Cuba before our ships all break down. Could go ahead and make those cores. Fantastic, and there we go. We do not have a base in North America, however. We do need to get to that. We also need to go ahead and get 2,000 ducats in our treasury. Let's look towards Europe, however. We do have decent relations with Burgundy. Seems like the aggressive expansion might be getting to them a little bit, but that's quite alright. Our spy network in Mosquito is doing well. We fabricated our claim. All we need to do is bring some troops around. So as soon as these ships have healed, let's go ahead and do just that. Seems like we also have 2 new heavy ships. And Savoy has been excommunicated. Interesting. Once they excommunicated us, now we get to excommunicate them. Alright. And Florence! Oh, that's fantastic. I'm looking forward to conquering Florence. Let's just take a look here. Florence has Mantua, Savoy, and Liege as allies. Savoy, if we were to go to war against them, has Austria, so unfortunately they are not going to be an option. But it's certainly possible, as soon as some of our aggressive expansion ticks down, for us to just conquer all these provinces. Here's a market town. Their capital, I do believe, Pisa. That's also very profitable. Siena. We could take all this land. Would certainly be very helpful towards our cause. We seem to have a galley and 2 barks here. I do believe that goes over our force limit, unfortunately. And that's costing us 3 every month. Let's see if we can sell this fleet to the Genoese, perhaps. Or we can declare war on Genoa. Venice will be a pain to deal with, however, if we go ahead and do that. No, let's go ahead and sell them the ships. Seems like they don't want it. What about the Papal States? Seems like they'll buy it. Alright. Those were quite worthless to us. We also have these ships here. We do not really need the galleys. How's our force limit doing now? We are only 3 over. We can go ahead and create a new unit composed entirely of these galleys and try to sell them to Venice, perhaps. We have no diplomats to send. There we go. Galleys? No? Anyone? That's a shame. People around here don't really want galleys, do they? Perhaps Savoy would like these galleys? Seems not. But we should probably take our galleys over there to see if they would want them. I'm not looking for a good price, I'm just trying to sell them away. But it seems like they would still not accept. What about Aragon? No, not even they. What if we were to split the fleet? Might they want it then? Perfect. just trying to sell ships all around. Interesting. Perhaps the Papal States would like to purchase more? Or Naples? Naples would. Alright, fantastic. We were able to sell them off. Took some time, but we were able to do it. Seems like we're building some heavy ships here. That's quite interesting. Seems like our ship here has also recharged. Let's go ahead and ferry over our troops. Let's go to Cumbria here. Bring down those troops. And for the time being, let's just raise the army maintenance. It's certainly very expensive, but that's mostly because of reinforcement. And that will slowly decline over time. Seems like Muscovy has declared us as a rival. Quite a shame. Maybe we want to transfer these troops over to Mexico. We need to grant them a conquistador. Well, now you have one. I do believe that means we have an excess of military leaders, but I think we can handle that. That's quite acceptable. Seems like we have lost our claim on Genoa. But again, that's quite alright. Let's wait till the other half of our army joins us. And we will be able to jump across this little part of Castilian territory. It seems like we can go ahead and make a new colony somewhere. Seems like Curacao is not part of the Caribbean, at least it's not being claimed by our colonial nation. So we can try to build up some land here. Perhaps conquer these two provinces and add them to our realm. Are there more? There are more, aren't they? Yes. New Granada might actually offer us military access here. Fantastic. Again, no allies. It would be easy to just declare war and take it, and we can start colonizing Mexico. Yeah, let's go ahead and do just that. There's no reason for us to wait. Here we go. I'm just going to go ahead and declare war right now. It does seem like we might need to ferry across some more troops, however, for this particular rebel problem. Let's go ahead and just declare the war. I do not know where the enemy went. That is not a concern. Let's go ahead and transfer a general here, and of course, we should transfer over these troops to the British Isles. That shouldn't take too long. Let's go ahead and not gain inflation. And let's go ahead and improve our colonial range as well. Alright, those troops have been ferried over. Let's go ahead and gather up some of these ships. And we have won the siege. 100% war score, as we can see here. We can take everything they have. Fantastic. We will have to go ahead and core that, of course, but we can start colonizing some of these provinces surrounding what we have just conquered, and that'll give us a nice starting point to start conquering into Mexico. Let's go ahead and take care of this issue here in Panama. Alright. Let's go ahead and tax our colony. And it does appear that we are going to be fighting against Austria here. Seems like we don't really have a choice regarding that. We should probably raise our war taxes. Our treasury will have to be strained for a while. I do believe that we might have to end up going into debt just to pay our obligations. These 4 ships here, unfortunately, will have to stay put. And these French troops, if they could leave, it seems like they cannot. I see. That's quite unfortunate. It seems like the Florentines are getting rid of the 2 units that we have gathered from our vassals. Interesting. Well, this was our opportunity to attack Florence, I suppose. But we have to actually make an effort to control these lands. I do not know where our navy is. It's at Finisterre, I suppose. So let's go ahead and transport some troops. In the meantime, let's have this army inch closer. And if we were to gain military access here, we would be able to slowly explore more of Mexico. And perhaps try to discover a bit more. We might want to split our army here and leave half of them in Mosquito, just so we don't take so much attrition here. Who are your allies? Quiche and Campeche. We will have to try to find them. That's not it. Let's try to travel up here. Let's go back and observe this as it's happening. Seems like troops have been brought into here. We can get a new idea, which will increase our trade power abroad. Fantastic. And we will... Alright, I guess we will have to sacrifice some military power. That's okay. Alright, a lot of truces have just finished up. Interesting. And it does appear that Augsburg has peaced out. We have lost the siege of Ferrara. That's quite unfortunate, I will admit. Just waiting for our French troops to come here and grant us the rest. There we go. And there goes the rest of our navy, which we did not sell. Unfortunate for them to have lost. Seems like Aragon is getting lost more and more within their own internal affairs. Let's go ahead and start blockading this area. Let's quickly go back to Mexico. Let's see if we have found... Okay, there's one of them. There's one of the provinces that we are looking for. I cannot find the other. Which one of these alliances could we exploit? If we were to fight this nation here, we would have to fight this one here. And they appear quite big. And they are also allied with numerous other nations. This would be a large war. I would need to drag over my entire army, I do assume. Let's at least try to explore some of this area. Ah! So it seems like this nation is allied with this one and that one. That's quite alright. Or no, my apologies. This nation is allied with these two. No, wrong again. This nation is allied with this one. Yes, and this one here. If we were to attack this nation, we would also be attacking this one. Alright, that makes sense. Perhaps we can force them to break an alliance. It seems not. Perhaps if we give that demand to them. Interesting. Certainly interesting. Well, I'm going to leave this army in the province of Honduras. We'll go back over to the mainland and focus on these sieges. It seems like Milan's opinion of us has been improved. Will they accept vassalization? They will not. They have been weakened, but they are not at that point. Alright. Let's go ahead and carpet siege this area down. And then we will have to go rescue for... Oh, come on. Right as we were making advances? Well, it seems like we're not going to be able to invade Florence anytime soon, or see what that would even look like. Unfortunately. It seems like we can improve our military technology. Fantastic. We can go ahead and help out the Papal States a little bit. And we can just go ahead and retire these troops at this point. Seems a bit pointless. Our territorial ambitions have been knocked down. Although it would be nice if we were to gain some Savoyard provinces. That wouldn't give us any aggressive expansion at all. We would just need to control said provinces. Alright, let's see if we can arrange that. We can go ahead and get some prestige. Let's go ahead and divide our army in half, have them take down this fort. And hopefully we might be able to grab some Savoyard provinces out of this whole ordeal. Wonderful. Let's take out our navy and blockade this area. Or perhaps if we lie in wait for this fleet to come out. Perhaps in another tile. It seems like there are separatists here, and I will need to ferry over troops. I'm sure we can let that stay there for some time. Can't be too bad. I'm not going to worry about that. I do plan on forming colonial Mexico sometime soon, and I'll let them take care of all this religion. Alright. We already did start colonizing a bit into this Colombian region here, but I think it's best we turn our attention towards Mexico. There's a lot of interesting nations here. Indeed, it seems like we are out of manpower and we're rapidly decreasing our treasury as well. Let's just keep going. And hopefully, if we are able to grab these two provinces here, and the Ottomans do their job and take some Crimean provinces away from Genoa, we would be able to nab this province here, which is absolutely powerful. Fantastic. We lost some war exhaustion. We have raised war taxes, yes? I cannot believe we have not. I always forget. Look how much that brought down our... Oh, okay. It seems like we cannot do this just yet. We have to be careful. So the Burgundians don't peace out prematurely. We have our own plans. Perhaps a bit dishonorable. Alright, as soon as we're done here, we have to rise up and attempt to take out those separatists up there. Alright, let's slowly move up. into Savoyan land. Let's not do that. And instead, let's just wait it out. It does appear that we are going to be taking on loans any second now. But we can get additional diplomatic relations, I suppose. It seems like we have lost Avignon. Quite a shame. Hopefully the Burgundians will take care of that. I do hope that... Oh. Very unfortunate. The Burgundians just swallowed all of that up, left us in the dust. The Genoans took back a province that was theirs. Everything is just getting harder and harder. Well, it seems like only Switzerland would join this war if we were to declare war on Genoa. We don't have too much aggressive expansion, do we? Let's go ahead and check. Do we have any aggressive expansion? It seems like we do not. Fantastic, let's get to it. Let's go ahead and declare another war. Let's see if we can declare war on Genoa. Yes, but before we do that, of course, we do need to take care of this whole situation here, so let's try to ferry those over. Friesland is colonizing. This colonial game. It's backstabbing all around. Let's go ahead and set England as rival. I do believe that day is coming pretty soon. I'll hold off on that for a while until we can take care of some of this North Italian land. Seems like our missionary strength increased. Not that that's very important. Wonderful. Lucca is a decently powerful province. So is Ferrer in our pronunciation. Alright, let's go ahead and try to take care of these rebels here. Well, it seems like they're actually getting taken care of by England. Poor fools, but we will need to continue to siege down that province. Let's go ahead and fabricate the claim on Genoa. And we might want to get ready for war here against Switzerland and Genoa. Genoa, I do believe, still holds this land. Well, they hold one province there. I'm sure it'll be alright if we do nothing about that. Alright, now that our navy is sitting idle, it might be best for us to just bring back these troops from Mexico, as helpful as they were in discovering the region. We will need to take them back. Let's go ahead and cancel our military access here just so we can gain some of our diplomatic points back. We'll go ahead and take the tax modifier for the Brittany area. And let's go ahead and bring back these troops all the way to Laborde. Fantastic. And we are still losing a substantial amount of money. Just go ahead and mothball our forts and maybe tone down our army maintenance just a bit. We do have quite a bit of power here we can use to probably develop Paris significantly. There we go, 44 development. Wow, we did empty out all of our diplomatic points. But if we were to look at development here, it does seem like Paris is one of the strongest. There we go, it's rivaling many other provinces. It's actually more than many other provinces. It's very good to hear. And see, in fact. Alright, let's see if we can't hurry up and finish this war with Genoa before the Papal States change their mind and decide to come in. How far away are they from joining? Well, they are exhausted and they are in debt, so I would say that's a pretty good idea. Let's go ahead and finish this up. Seems like Florence has been excommunicated, which is good for us if we didn't have a truce with them. Alright, so let's go over to our colonial area once again and see if we can't get a border with this nation here. I had completely forgotten about the papacy. We can probably go ahead and get ourselves some effect here. Perhaps a tax modifier. That would be useful. And then we can invest the rest into the papacy, of which we have 100% at the moment. Let's go ahead and bring this down. I do believe our navy is working to bring troops from across the sea. And it does seem like we are facing a rebel uprising from Mosquito, which is really not optimal at this time. Is there no way we can avoid this? I am just going to do some harsh treatment. Let's send a missionary over there. Tuscany. They've changed. Tuscany, and they're hostile towards us. Seems like this was Florence evolved. They're still excommunicated. Their allies are still... we can handle those. Interesting. Alright, let's just see where this transport mission is. It's going. Fantastic. It's slow travel, but it seems like our navy will make it back, and fantastic. Okay, let's go ahead and send these close by. Let's go ahead and transport these troops across the Straits of Dover. That was easy enough. Let's see if we can't get them close as well. Savoy, actually friendly towards us for some reason. Let's see if we can't ask for military access, which they will happily give. We just gained a lot of ducats. Perhaps we can pay back our loans. Yes, we can. And we can go ahead and raise our maintenance, which will, I assume... no. We're still pretty good on that. Let's just go ahead and declare the war. We'll have this army take care of Switzerland. If we can have some military access, please. Thank you. Let's get you nice and close there. Let's get you close there. Where is our navy? Let's bring them close by. Let's give them... An explorer really isn't necessary, I don't believe. Let's just get an admiral. A very good admiral, might I add. Alright, let's just go ahead and declare the war. Well, the opportunity is here. Okay. Okay, it seems like we might have to double back. But there we go. Alright. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and get some advisors. We have additional trade power. Even better. Seems like we have converted Mosquito. Quite quickly too, might I add. It seems like Lucca has come under the control of Switzerland. We overpowered them militarily. This shouldn't be too hard to accomplish. Bern is almost seized down on its own. The Swiss shouldn't be too big a threat. I don't know what to do about Switzerland. I think I'm just going to piece them out with a lot of money. Oh, look, they're already ready to leave. Perfect. We got war reparations. Let's go for... Let's just go for war reparations and a lot of money. That's all I really need from that. And then we can send this army down here to Lucca in order to help out with that. Can we not cross over? Alright, there we go. We have won the Siege of Genoa. I think that's more or less all we need. The coalition that forms is minimal. Kaffa over here. No, I don't even want that. Let's just continue the fighting a bit more. I would like this money. And let's just go for war reps as well. It's not too much to ask for, so let's just slowly move in. Yes, there we go. They're ready to submit. It seems like we are ready to dominate the Genoan trade node. Fantastic. National decisions, the Counter-Reformation. As I said, I don't really know whether to get involved into religion all too much. I mean, it's there. The possibility's there. I'll think about it. The Protestant Reformation hasn't really taken full swing yet, I do not believe. We do have a lot of random states that we could make. How's our aggressive expansion doing? Let's just take a look around. 39. Yeah, 39 seems to be the common consensus. Milan's right here. They seem to be allied with a few people that we could easily take out. Savoy, we do have claims against them, but they're allied with Austria. Tuscany, of course, I would love to go to war with. Their allies are weak too, but we unfortunately have a truce, and that sort of limits us here. Mantua, they too are allied with some nations who I would like to conquer, but we have a truce. So I think we'll just have to leave it there. We'll just let the core work for itself. Is this all in one state? Hopefully? Yes, something like that. Alright, well, I believe that this is good enough to conclude this episode. We certainly did a lot of good. We explored, we colonized, we conquered a little. This was like a mixed bag of everything. Well, in the next episode, we can certainly look forward to some more actions in the New World, certainly. Here's a whole continent ripe for the taking, and we have the power to do it. Well, thank you for watching 1 to the 1st Power. My name is Alex, and we will meet again next time.